Over the past few years, I've helped hundreds of spa owners create and start their businesses from scratch. And in this video, I'm here to provide you with 6 different ideas of different businesses that you can start yourself for your own spa business. All right, so let's hop into idea number 1. So the very first one, of course, I have to mention is a mobile massage business. So this is actually how I first got started. Now, when it comes to a mobile massage business, I think this is a great idea if you have minimal funds, if you're not looking to start up with a whole bunch of equipment, if you already have a vehicle and a massage table, because that's essentially all that you'll need, and a way to take payment, which it could be cash at first if you want to take cash for your payment. One of the cool things about mobile massage that I find extremely attractive is the fact that you can charge top tier for mobile massage services, because that is a luxury service. Now, I didn't know this in the beginning that I could be charging top tier for my services. I figured that out a little bit later down the road. For a massage therapist or esthetician to come to your home and offer services, that is a top tier service. That's a premium service that you can pay top dollar for. Another thing when it comes to in-home massage that I thought was really amazing is the fact that you can just work anywhere. You can just travel to different people. You do not have to have that high overhead of paying rent or utilities or even sales tax if you are leasing a business office. Another thing with mobile massage is that you can scale it in a lot of different ways. For example, you don't always have to stay solo. You can actually hire a team and have them go out to the services for you. That's eventually what I did in my business. And another thing is that you can do spa parties. If you want to learn more about spa parties, then click this video right here where I talk about the pros and cons of performing spa parties. So that's another way that you can jazz up your business, is if you're mobile, but you offer mobile spa parties. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that, even with events and collaborations. Now, there's also cons to being mobile. You want to make sure that you're taking safety precautions, especially if you're not familiar with the city or familiar with an area. I also have a video about the pros and cons of mobile massage. I'll link it up above, but it's honestly how I got started, and I got started with very minimal funds. I started with not a whole lot of money at all. So that is one of the first things that you can do or think about, is starting a mobile massage business or even esthetician business. I've seen mobile nail techs do this, but starting off mobile, especially if you have a limited budget when you're first getting started and you have reliable transportation. So the second idea that I have for you is to have a hybrid spa. So this is what I currently have. So right now we have massage therapists who do mobile sessions, so they'll do in-home massage. But in addition to that, we also have a physical location where we can take clients in our location. And so that makes us a hybrid spa. Now, there's some pros and cons to this. For example, we're spending more money being a hybrid spa because we are renting a room in a space, and so there's that. So you're spending a little bit more money on rent, utilities, other things that may or may not be included, so there's that. But at the same time, depending on who your clientele is, you could service more clients. So one of the things that we kept running into is some clients would want to come to us, but perhaps they have a smaller space, or perhaps they actually live in Georgia. We're in Florida, but we did have some clients who would, come from Georgia and try to figure out who they know in the town that we're in so that they can get their in-home massage. And so to eliminate that problem altogether for our clients, we decided to open up our suite, and then that allows us to even do more services. So services that require hefty equipment, things that you don't want to travel with, or even expensive equipment that, could get lost or stolen if you're traveling with it. That's where the suite comes in. So it's kind of like a sweet middle. It's like being in the middle. You're able to do mobile and you're able to take people in. So there's really no location limitations when it comes to offering those services, because if they live really far away and you're not willing to travel to them, they can come to you. Now, a thing with having a hybrid spa that I would recommend, getting your team together and not just remaining solo, because you would probably want some consistency in your schedule. You wouldn't want to do 1 hour in the suite, 1 hour you travel to another person, the hour after that you're back in the suite. So it would take some really precise scheduling on your part if you were to go that route of being a hybrid spa. Another thing I would recommend when it comes to being a hybrid spa is if you do have a suite, getting a suite with other professionals. That way that you have more foot traffic. For example, getting a room in a chiropractic office or an office where there's already other healthcare professionals, because they're going to see you, like their clients are going to see you, and that could be more eyes on your business. All right, so before I move on to the next tip, I also have a free resource for you called 20 ways to get massage clients. So many people have given me such good feedback on this free guide. Essentially in the guide, I'm showing you 20 different ways that you can market for your massage business. Once you start it, these are different ways that I've gotten clients, and there's also some really cool links to help you get certain supplies that I've used and things like that. So definitely look in the description box below to find that guide and let me know what you think. All right, so idea number 3. So the third type of massage business that you can have is an agency. And this is not just limited to massage. This could be for nail techs. This could be for estheticians. This could be for any other beauty professional or spa professional. So when it comes to an agency, and I've done this myself, and I've also been a part of agencies, how it works is there is one person or a group of people. They are the dispatchers. So essentially they get a lead for a new client. And once they receive that lead, they reach out to their team of massage therapists or spa professionals and sees who wants to take that client. So essentially with that, you're not the one really taking clients. You're actually giving clients to other spa professionals, other massage therapists, and you're receiving somewhat of a commission or a client finder's fee for giving them those clients. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. I would recommend having the people that you're dispatching to being a part of your team, because that limits them wanting to just take those clients. So working with that client once for you and then, trying to solicit with them and all that stuff. If you want repeat clientele, you want to create a team environment to do this. And for those of you who are interested in doing this, what I would recommend is joining some Facebook groups, because you're going to need relationships with other massage therapists, other spa professionals, nail techs, estheticians, whatever the idea of your business is. You're going to want to build those relationships, have people want to go out and do those appointments, people who maybe need more clients, who want to stay busy and doing that. Another thing I would recommend with this type of business model is you're going to need the right systems in place to get that going. Just for an example, you're going to need a place in your website to collect that lead, to get those questionnaires, to ask them the questions. I talk about this a little bit more in my spa party video, like how it worked for me, like the different ways that I did it so that we could put on like really amazing spa parties and things like that. And then I've also been a part of agencies where they're telling me where to go, how much they're paying for the session, and I would just go and make it easy, $200, $300 right there. And I'm not like tied to that agency. I'm still my own business owner. I'm still my own professional. They just, sent me a lead so that I can go get that client. So that is an example of a business that you can have. You could be the agency owner where you have a roster of massage therapists or nail techs or estheticians. And when you get those leads on your website and you're advertising for your business, that's when you send out these clients to the people on your roster, and then you're getting a commission on that. So you just have to ask yourself, how many leads can you expect a month? Things like that. How many people do you know that you could send people out to? Would you yourself be doing the massages as well? Or are you just wanting to collect the passive income of just routing who goes where? Let me know in the comments if you've tried this before, if you've been a part of agencies, or if you're considering starting an agency and doing events like that. So let me know in the comments below, or just let me know what type of spa business do you want to start, or what type of spa business do you have? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, so the next idea that I have for you is what I like to call the wellness clinic. Although there's probably another name for this, but I like to call it the wellness clinic because it kind of goes into, let me just explain it. So this is more to me like spa business meets real estate. Okay, so what happens is you are going to get a lease, or you can purchase a piece of property that's going to have multiple rooms in it, and you're going to rent out the rooms to different spa professionals. But the only thing is you might mark it up just a little bit so that you're able to not only pay the mortgage on that property or the corporate rent on that property, but you're also able to pocket some yourself for those services. And there's actually two ways to do this. So there's only receiving rent for the property that you own/lease, or what you could do is actually own a business, have contractors come in, and you receive a commission on the services that they do. Now that's a little bit different because you're going to have to do the marketing for them. You're going to have to do really all the systems for them, all the record keeping for them. Their only responsibility is to do the services that you've created and you've laid out, or even allow them to do their own services and bring in their own clients. But again, you get a commission based off of the services that they do. So So if you have let's say another massage therapist and they're doing like 30 hours a month, off that 30 hours, you get a certain percent. So it's whatever you and that contractor decide. And again, the other way of doing that is just charging them a flat rate rent. And so that is another way that you can do this. So this allows you to technically own a spa business, but you just find the professionals that come into your business. And I've been a part of businesses like that. So been a 1099 contractor in businesses like that in the past. And honestly, it works out because you're still your own business owner, but they again receive a commission. And so if their prices are pretty high, then it still ends up working out either way. The last idea that I have for you all is a home-based massage business. So this is genius for those of you who have an extra room in your house, or have a like mother-in-law suite, or you have just a part of your house that you could see yourself dedicating to your practice. Now, you want to look at the laws and rules in your state when it comes to this and look at what they require. For example, in Florida, if you have a home-based business, you have to have like a sink within a certain amount, and you have to register it as a massage establishment. And a massage establishment has to have certain requirements. For example, a bathroom nearby, there has to be like accessibility into the place. You have to have certain things sanitized, and you have to assign someone to be the massage establishment manager. So the person who makes sure everyone is following the laws and rules of Florida. So you just want to check with your particular state. Don't ask me what the rules and regulations are for your state. You got to do your own research on what is applicable for your state. But this is just great if you just want to wake up and decide, I want to take clients today. Now, things to keep in mind with this is that people are going to know where you live. So you might want to have a private practice. You might want to have a referred only practice when it comes to this, depending on how you feel about people knowing where you live. So that is something to think about. I think it's great because if you pay rent or you pay mortgage, that's already covered, and that can be written off on your taxes, the fact that you're doing business in a certain part of your home. So you can talk to a CPA about how you can get that written off in your business. And then any supplies or furniture that you put in that room can also be written off and considered a business expense. So I think this is a great idea for stay-at-home moms who want to earn extra income, or just those of you who don't want to leave the house, which is most of us, I feel like, or you don't want to spend money on a really expensive like corporate lease somewhere. So that's another idea that I have for you. If you like this video and you want to see more ideas, because trust me, there's so many other spa business ideas, or if you want to learn more about trends in the spa world and you want me to share that info with you, please let me know in the comments as well. Let me know on Instagram. This is where you can follow me, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.